Welcome back to Box Seats. Your boy Lyle, aka Mo, is here.
Stefan. Episode 4.
Four.
About the
Episode
mic
4.
dropping all over the
Yeah,
place.
my fault. I want to put it in the center so it can catch both of our voices.
How you doing, bro?
Man, I can't complain, bro. It's hot, but I can't
It's
complain.
hot and these
Mosquitoes, bro. I woke
bite
up with
on my leg, bro.
I woke up this morning, bro. I was scratching like
Chewed
a
up.
mother, bro. And I felt it.
You sleep with your window open?
Huh?
You sleep with your window open?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes.
I
Sometimes I don't want the AC on it, or sometimes it gets too cold.
you don't want the AC on in your house?
No, sometimes my AC gets too cold.
What's the temperature you keep your house at?
Like 60.
60
Yeah.
in the AC?
Yeah,
For real?
yeah. So I have to turn it off and on because mine, for some reason, it won't automatically cut off. It just keeps
60
blowing.
is cold, bro.
I know, but I would expect it to like cut off at a certain temperature,
And it don't.
and it don't cut off. So I have to.
You don't have it set to like
It's
auto or
it
anything?
is on auto,
And it goes to 60?
bro.
Oh.
And so sometimes I have to just
that power bill, bro.
bruh. Oh man, it's nuts. But
Alright. Yeah, weekend football.
yes,
Was
sir.
it Premier League week 3, I guess?
No, this is the second
No,
week.
this is the second week.
Yeah,
so
this
we're going
second
into
week.
week
We're
3.
going into week 3. Yep.
Okay. So I guess over the reviews,
Yeah,
you know, how our games went. Where do you want to start?
You know, we always start with Premier League. So let's start with the first game. That was what was on Saturday?
The first game was Saturday, and it was a brilliant game.
Oh Lord, I know
Brilliant
who he's
game.
talking about.
No, I'm never going to go to my team yet. I'm
Oh,
going to save that for later. We have to talk about Man United. You know, that was the first game of the weekend, you know, and it didn't disappoint. Didn't fail to
what do you
disappoint.
mean? Oh, so you were hoping for that to happen?
Oh yeah! I mean, I love Brighton. I love the beach. I love seagulls. You know, everything about Brighton. I love blue. I love white.
Really?
Everything.
I
Bro.
thought your favorite color was red.
You know, it depends on the day and the time. If it was 12:45, my favorite color would have been red. But since it was 7:30, my favorite color was blue or white. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, Brighton came out. You know, Danny Welbeck scored against his former team. I think that was like, I forgot what they said, but I think that was his 100th Premier League goal. And what's the odds he scores against Man United?
Bro,
You know, come back to haunt his team. They tie the game up, and then last minute, you know, Man United doing great Man United things. Ten Hag in. Brighton scored 2-1, and I started off my Saturday right, bro.
Bro,
that was it.
Bro, I to be honest with you, I missed it, so I had to watch the highlights.
Right.
But I was like, really? You lost? Like, you're supposed to be on the verge of getting
Rebuilding,
better.
rebuilding.
Yeah. And they just really just wet the bed. I heard, like, according to
Wet
what
the
I've
bed, poop in the
heard,
bed.
bro, from what I
Spade
heard
in it.
was that he took off Bruno Fernandes. He also took off, Mino.
He took off Ahmad. And
Oh,
I was
really?
going to say Ahmad, out of all the positives I have to say, which are few for Man United, Ahmad is a quality player. Very good. He scored a wicked goal, confident. Man United with the young players, Minu and Ahmad, I think they can be dangerous. I don't know how he's going to figure out how to get rid of the dead weight. You know, we were talking about getting rid of Casemiro because he's old.
I mean, I wouldn't say get rid of him, but he shouldn't be
He can't
starting.
start.
He's not a starter. He doesn't have the legs. Like, when you look at CDMs need to be able to get around the pitch.
You have to be able to move.
Yeah,
Especially with the pace of the game.
exactly. Like, look at, I mean, Conte, he's old, but the guy still has legs on him. Plus he plays in Saudi. So that kind of helps him out.
Rodri. That would have been a better example.
Well, I was thinking of an old player.
Okay.
That's why.
James Milner.
He still play for Liverpool?
He plays for Brighton.
Oh, he does?
He was cooking.
For real?
32 years old.
Oh,
Oh,
see,
he
I
might
didn't even
even be
know.
older.
I didn't
think
even
he,
know. I told you I didn't watch the game,
Let's
so I
see.
didn't even
Hold
know.
on. I think James Milner may be like 37 years old.
Nah, he's not that old.
You don't think?
Milner can't be that old, bro. Milner cannot be that old.
We're going to find out. Either way, he was cooking. He controlled the midfield. He's 38 years old. James Milner is 38 years old, and he was busting Man United. And they have the nerve to say Johnny Evans is too old. Casemiro is too old.
Oh, yeah.
McTominay is not worth it. And they have James Milner at 38. Still busting the league.
That's wild.
So, yeah.
And then who else? Wait, who else do Brighton have?
João Pedro, he scored.
Oh, João Pedro is actually decent.
Matoma got the assist.
Ooh.
So, that's how we started the weekend. So my weekend started good.
And I would say I thought they were going to draw. I was like, they're going to draw 1-1.
I don't remember what I said. Once again, we need to write down these predictions.
Yeah, we do.
That's not going to stay.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. Actually, let's do it like.
Just leave it like that.
Okay, yeah.
You should be able to hear us, I hope.
Yeah, hopefully so. Hold on, let me see. Let me check. Yep.
So that's how the weekend started. Brighton 2-1, Man United. I don't remember the predictions. We do need to next time get our whiteboard and have our predictions to show how I am whooping Femi.
You're not, because you didn't even say man. You were
pretty
lose.
sure I said 2-1.
You didn't
Brighton.
say no. You didn't say
sure.
Brighton. I don't think you said
like
Brighton.
97% confident that I said.
I'm gonna go back and watch the tapes.
We're gonna find out.
All right.
I love to see goals. Next up,
disappointing Man U.
We didn't even need to waste no more time on them because they did sign
what's his name from PSG?
Ugarte.
Yeah,
Ugarte. Is that how you say
Ugarte? I don't know how to say his name.
You know, Ten Hag, it's up to you. You have to play these guys. I don't know what you're doing with Xerxes on the bench. You know, Lisandro Martinez.
I was saying maybe he's not starting because he doesn't feel like he's ready for the Premier League style yet. Maybe he's still trying to work him into.
But at this point, your whole team looks like it's not ready for the Premier League style. You see, so what do you have to lose? You know, you're losing games, bro. You know, you're about to lose your job. I can't lose no more hair. So,
yes, he can. He still got some on the side.
He still got some on the side.
He still got some.
My bad. All right. But you gotta figure it out because they're coming for you.
But that was my biggest thing about Man U is where are the goals going to come from? Right now, I don't know where the goals are going to come from for that team.
What another stinker by Rashford, bro. This guy, oh my gosh.
I remember the time when people were talking about it was going to be Mbappe and Rashford that's going to be the next.
I remember, and there was even talking about a switch deal between Mbappe was going to leave PSG regardless.
Yeah, regardless.
Rashford going to PSG. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That can never happen now.
Man, there are levels.
There's levels to it.
There are levels, bro. And Rashford isn't on that level.
Oh, and they had Mason Mount. That's what I forgot. So they started Bruno and Mason Mount. Mm-hmm. That's why they got run over. Bruno and Mason Mount. Not in that
you
midfield.
got two
flimsy midfielders.
Bro. So wait, so Manu wasn't playing?
Manu was playing. It was Manu CDM with Casemiro and then Mount at the top and then Bruno Fernandes as the attacker.
You lying. Y'all deserve to lose. I'm sorry. What kind of formation is that?
That's crazy.
Bruno Fernandes is not a striker.
When you have Xerxes.
Right.
You just bought Xerxes, so why would you stop Bruno?
I would rather have Rashford, even though I'm not even rating Rashford. I would rather have Rashford up there than Bruno.
In FIFA, that's why I do. I mean, it just makes sense
because of the pace.
Because of the presence. He is like 6'2" at the end of the day.
So, I mean, I think, his coach's tactics are starting.
It doesn't make sense. Because then, even when he brought in Xerxes, he took off Mount, but he left Bruno as the forward attacker and played Xerxes behind him.
Which doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
I don't know what he sees in Bruno that makes him say, I'm going to play him as a striker.
For me, Bruno was never a captain to begin with. I don't even see how he can make him a captain. Because to me, Bruno is just a whiny baby. He is. He's just a weird guy. I don't like playing.
So then, who would be the captain of that Man U team?
Casemiro.
You really?
Casemiro.
The only reason I wasn't going to say Casemiro is because of
he's an inconsistent star.
Yeah.
Then who else? At this point, you would have to go to Onana. You would have to give the goalkeeper the captaincy because there's no one on that team. Rashford. I think
I would rather have Onana. I've seen Onana like try to direct his team on where he wants.
That man be so stressed, bro. That guy is so stressed, and it's messed up because we make it out to seem like he's a bad goalkeeper.
Bro, until I see different, I still think he's a bad goalkeeper.
I don't think so. I don't think
I know it's because of the team he's on.
Yeah, when you're getting bombarded with 10, 11, 12 shots per game, of course you're going to look a little shaky. You know, Lisandro Martinez and Maguire as the center backs.
Wait, didn't they just buy De Ligt?
Martinez and Maguire as the center back.
Why isn't De Ligt starting?
Ten Hag? I don't know, bro.
Like, I get why the new kid isn't starting. He's injured.
Right.
Varane has moved on.
But by that logic, it doesn't make sense because Masraoui is starting. the right back they just bought.
Exactly.
So his
So
logic doesn't make sense. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't get it.
That was Man United. 2-1.
They not even my team. They stressing me out. Let's move to the
And
next
I think
one.
that means Brighton's still top of the table. Even it's 2 games. You know
Yeah, it's
what
just
I
2
mean?
games.
You know,
It's just
but
2 games. We still got a long way to go.
West Ham, Crystal Palace, 2-0 West Ham.
Yeah,
care.
I'm not surprised about that.
Fulham, Leicester. Vardy party was last week. This time, no party. Fulham scored. I think Emil Smith-Rowe scored.
Oh, okay.
The Arsenal fan base
Arsenal,
was happy
yeah, I was just about to say that.
Come
I
on,
was just about to say
bro.
former Arsenal player.
We were happy about that.
Is he a lone player or a
No,
permanent?
he's gone.
Oh,
He's
okay.
gone. He's gone. Man City, Ipswich. Now, I watched this game. I
remember that prediction. I said it was going to be like 5-0.
You did. I think everyone who predicted said it was going to be a battering, which it was. It was. But Ipswich.
They tried. No, they really did try. At the beginning of the game, they tried.
They scored, and the first thing I texted my group was, "It's gonna be a long day for them," because you can't score that early against Man City and close shop.
Nah,
You need like 3, 4, 5, 6 goals.
there are certain teams that you have to at least score 3 goals. You have to have a 3-goal lead before you can say,
Easy.
"Okay, we got this."
Easy.
You have
Ipswich scored. Man City was like, "All right, time to wake up.
Let's
Let's
go.
And
Bro.
then at that point, it was just.
And I thought Savio was injured, so I was like, "Oh, okay." Once I saw what number is Savio?
20, I think.
20. Once I saw 20,
Yeah.
To be honest-
20. Let me check.
I give him a year or 2. He's going to be the best winger in the world.
That's cap. But
No, you want me to tell you why? No,
the best
how many?
winger in
You
the
want me
world,
to tell you why,
bro.
Okay, what top 3? I
Over
retract that.
Yamal.
Top 3. I'll give him top 3. You want me to tell you why?
Who's top 2?
You want me to tell you why?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
The reason I'll say this is because you don't see wingers attack the way that he attacks. Not anymore. If you notice,
There's 2 on that
wingers,
team. Doku. He attacks the same way.
but I see him doing this thing where he comes back on his
To chop
dominant
he's only
foot,
1 foot.
and then he passes back.
Right.
I see Savio constantly putting the defense on notice.
Yo, he's spinning them.
Bro,
Spinning
like
them.
every single time he's running at you.
Yeah.
Wingers now, they don't do that a lot no more. They do that pass back, get it, pass back, get like dribble a little bit, pass back. Like you don't see a lot of that anymore.
You don't see a lot. But there's one guy
Who,
on
Vinny?
my team.
Oh. Saka?
Bukayo. Starboy. Continue, bro. I'm just saying. Don't say it.
Okay,
don't
I'll
exist no
give
more.
Savio top 4. Top 4 because Vinny's always going. No, actually, we're talking about what
It's not
right.
impossible because
We're talking about right.
right wingers.
Okay,
You still
yeah.
got Rodrigo. You still got Salah. You still got
Yes.
Bukayo Saka.
Mm-hmm.
Those would be the top 3. Who am I missing? So Salah, Rodrigo, Bukayo, Leroy Sané.
Okay, I'll rate him over Savio right now. I would.
4.
But there are not a lot that be doing that. Like that really just put you on pressure.
Oh, Yamal. That's 4. I didn't say him.
No, you didn't.
So
say
that's
him.
Rodrigo, Salah, Saka, Yamal, Leroy Sané.
Okay, so
That's
I
fine.
don't
So
think
top 10.
I don't think he'll be better than Yamal. I don't think he'll
Isn't
be better.
Gula right mid 2?
But we play him as central. Like I mean, we play him as a midfielder though. We don't play him as a outright winger.
Okay.
We play him more as a like either as a cam or a midfielder.
Okay.
But but I don't believe he's going to be better than Yamal. Yamal is already he already looks like he's almost a finished product.
He almost looks like that's his team.
Yeah.
If not, if it isn't his team already.
And the way that he looks on the ball,
Confident.
he glides on. Like, you want me to tell you who he reminds me of on the ball? And I'm just talking about the way that how he possesses the ball and runs. Henry, because of how tall they are, they're both
gonna say he has the stride too.
That's
He
what I'm
has
talking
the
about. That
stride.
stride, they just look so
Yeah.
silky smooth, just going.
Yeah, he's moving, but
Yeah.
he's gliding.
But he's
striding.
yeah, that's what he reminds me
I
of
can see
Henry.
that. I can see that.
His finishing already, he's going to get better with his finishing.
Right.
But already at his age,
That
he's
left
already that left foot is dangerous.
He's already whipped in one of those left foot shots this season already.
Yes.
So I see that.
So I think he's not going to be better than him. But I think at one point, he may end up being better than Rodrigo as a right midfielder.
Any
as a
young
right winger.
player in a Pep system is arguably going to be,
One of the top.
in the world.
Okay.
Eventually, he's 20 years old, so
Yeah.
he's going to be dominating this league or putting pressure on this league for a minute, definitely for sure. But I still think it's too early to say top 5, top 10.
Well, I mean, like, give him like I would say give him like 2-3 years.
Okay.
I think he'll be there.
Okay, because he's
Right now-
definitely showing the signs.
Yes, he's definitely showing the signs. Because
Definitely better than Doku.
oh yeah, by far,
Yeah,
by far,
Doku-
it's not even close. I'm sorry, Doku's decent.
You know who Doku reminds me of?
Who?
Doku reminds me of a 5-star Saint Maximin. Remember Saint Maximin from Newcastle? He's in like Saudi Arabia now or something. But
But
Maximum
Maxima
used to
was
be-
a monster, bro.
killing people.
Bruh,
Killing ankles.
bro,
With the finish, never there.
that's
Never there. You do all that work, get all the way there, no product.
Doku. That's Doku
So-
right there.
And Pep might get tired of that eventually.
Yeah,
But
I wouldn't be
look how far we have to go to kind of discredit Man City. They still won 4-1.
yeah.
Haaland banged in an easy hat trick.
Easy, bro. That's it, bro. That was wild.
I'm mad because I didn't buy him for my fantasy.
I thought you said you were gonna pick him up.
You know how much this man is worth?
How much?
15 million. You know how many star players I can get with 50 million? That's crazy. So it's like I can get so many different players. I almost don't need him, but then when you see him banging in a hat trick, it's
Bro.
just easy.
I think he's gonna have one of those seasons, bro.
Gosh, they were showing us the stat, and it was like the first 200 games between him, Messi, and Ronaldo. Ronaldo's not even in the argument anymore.
Oh, for real?
Oh, bro, he's the goal tally. He's breezed past them already. He's
Oh,
the
damn.
only one that's,
It's Messi.
is Messi. Exceptional, obviously. But that last goal,
Oh yeah, that last goal, bro. All he did was he just turned and put it on his left foot and powered it right past the keeper.
yeah,
Bro, if he's going to be doing that throughout the whole season, there's no stopping it.
calmly.
There's no stopping it because we know Haaland for getting inside the box and finishing inside the box.
You know what it looked like when he was dominating the Dortmund league or dominating at Dortmund
Yeah,
in the German league.
Yeah.
Because he was ripping shots from outside the box in Germany. Now, I know it's Ipswich, but
I think more is going to come though,
you see what I'm saying? That
Because-
confidence is there.
and that's why I rate Savio so much because Savio's going to take so much pressure off of him.
What's going on, sir? I'm doing good. How are you? You good?
Savio's going to take so much pressure off of him because of how he attacks defenses.
Right.
It's going to leave him so much space, and then you still have De Bruyne that's going to be coming in, making these assists for him, bro. And
Gundogan coming in to make assists for him.
bro,
Bernardo Silva coming in to make assists for him.
and you know they haven't been playing Walker. They haven't played Walker.
No.
They haven't played Rodri. They haven't
Rico Lewis has been balling out.
Bro, as
He's
a
letting-
right back.
He played center mid this game.
Really?
Yeah, look, they played 3 in the back. And he played center mid next to Kovacic. That doesn't even look like their best.
I was
that's
wondering
not their
why
best
he
team.
was so forward up.
That's not their best team. It was a shooting spree. Even Rico Lewis was trying to get on the scoreboard.
Bro, he almost
He
did.
almost did. He hit the crossbar.
Yes.
He should have finished it. But yeah, Mency did us rolling.
Yeah.
Did us
I don't think
rolling.
they're gonna until they face one of the big boys. I think they're just gonna cruise.
Yeah. Next up,
Next up.
Southampton, Nottingham Forest. 1-0. We don't care. Yeah. I'm gonna get the worst out of the way before I talk about my team. Tottenham, you get 1 clap. You played Everton, 4-0, clean sheet. Happy for y'all. Solanke was injured.
So who started as a striker?
Son.
Son. Okay.
And
Then
he scored 2. So they played 3 at the top. So they had that Kuleveski, Brendan Johnson, and Son. Son scored 2.
Oh, okay. I was wondering who was playing with Son. That's why.
Van de Ven, I will say I'm going to hop it like non-stop. Van de Ven is one of the best centre-backs in the league. Arguably top 5. I'm trying to think. You have
Number 1 for me is Saliba. That's the best center back
I will get to that.
in Premier League right now.
William Saliba, number 1.
Yeah, number 1 Saliba. Number 2, I would say.
John Stones.
Yeah.
John Stones.
Yeah.
Gabriel Magalhaes, number 3.
Okay. trying to think who else.
Van der Vaart.
Van der Vaart or
Van der Vaart. Virgil van Dijk. Van der Vaart. Whoa. Van der Vaart, bro.
But that is, bro. That's a name from the Netherlands.
That's a Dutch name,
That's
right?
a Dutch name.
That's his younger brother, Virgil van der Vaart, bro. Yeah, and then Van der Vaart, right?
Yeah. Okay, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that.
So yeah, you're 1-4 now. You played Everton. Pickford's he's a fool. I don't understand how he's England number 1. But then again, Aaron Ramsdale would be number 2, and I rate Ramsdale because he's Arsenal, but that boy would be shaky too. So
I thought you just said you didn't like him because he's not good with his feet.
he's shaky. That's why I said he's shaky.
Oh.
Yeah, Ramsdale's shaky. Between Pickford and Ramsdale, like there's really a marginal difference.
But I think I would choose Ramsdale over
because he's a better shot stopper.
Yeah,
for sure. But composure-wise, Pickford might be this much,
better than him.
Oh yeah, that's it. Now, Saturday ended wonderfully. Arsenal 2-0 Aston Villa.
Yeah.
And that was a tough game going into it. I thought that was going to be a real test for us. And honestly, if Ollie Watkins didn't support Arsenal, he would have scored those goals.
So you say because he supports
It's
Arsenal,
in his heart.
not to score?
He feels bad for what he did to us last season.
Oh, really?
They took 6 points against us last season.
Oh.
I think that's what threw us off from winning the league, and obviously the Man City tie. But
He had a sitter.
Oh, he had two.
He had the one that I'm talking about was one he shanked left. Like he was wide open, and like they passed him. I can't remember who passed him the ball, but they passed him the ball, and he just whiffed it, and I think it hit like the heel of his foot.
And his face, he looks like he doesn't care.
I think he wants to leave.
You think so?
I think he wants. I think he doesn't want to be there anymore.
People have said he wants to force a move.
That might be it.
But where is he gonna go? So as of today, I've heard Ivan Toney with Arsenal.
I've actually heard Ivan Toney with Chelsea too.
That's because they came in after us. Go. Oh, there you go. Chelsea, piss off. Go away. That happens every time. You know it's true too, because remember Modric last season?
Yeah.
As soon as we go in for a player,
they say,
we got
him.
I like that one too.
Right,
you like it, when you bring some new food around the baby, and they're like, I never had that before.
I want some.
I never tried that. I like that. No, stop. I got a little upset because we're talking about Ollie Watkins forcing a move and who's on the market.
Right. You said Arsenal's on the market for him.
For a potential striker.
Yeah, for a potential striker, sorry.
Right.
Not for Ollie Watkins.
Not for Ollie Watkins, for a potential striker. So, if Ollie Watkins forces him, that could be interesting because the way Chelsea move, because when we went for Modric,
they went for
Modric.
And now that I heard you guys
and then we went for Trossard. Remember that? So they went for Modric, paid the big money for Modric, and then we moved in for Trossard.
Yeah, that is true. Y'all got Trossard after y'all got Modric.
Exactly. So it could be another finesse where
you guys are saying you guys want Ivan Toney.
They get Ivan Toney. And we get Ollie Watkins.
Okay.
If that were to happen, would I be okay with that? Yes, because I do think Ollie Watkins is a good striker.
Do you think he's better than Ivan Toney?
I think they offer different things.
Yeah.
I think
Ollie Watkins. I think Ollie Watkins is more of a
mobile striker, get behind you, pace.
Right. I think Ivan Toney is more of that big body
physical
striker.
Presence,
yeah.
Put him on the set piece
to
help you because that's exactly what happened with England during the Euros. Set piece, Ivan Toney got the header, Harry Kane scored the goal.
Yeah.
Ollie Watkins came in, ran behind the back, got the goal.
Yeah.
Completely different. What I think would fit for Arsenal would be more of an Ollie Watkins type player because of how fluid we move the ball.
But to have a striker that can hold balls
and
in possession, and then your wingers being able to go and then lay it
that would be good with Ivan Toney as well, because that's what Gabriel Jesus was supposed to do. He was meant to be the number 9 that holds the ball and distributes.
Right. And last season he did have some moments. You remember in Champions League that turn that he did? Who did y'all face? in Champions League where he did the turn? I can't remember, but
I remember.
Which team was it?
I don't remember what team it was, but I remember that move because I was gassed for like a day. And then I remember this man had been absent. That's like an absent father. He's like gone for the whole year, and then on Christmas he brings you a present. Oh, thanks, I guess. So that's how I felt about Jesus. He's injured again.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know when.
I think he's going to be out for a while.
At this point, just ship him to Turkey, ship him to Saudi Arabia. You gotta go, bruv. You gotta go.
At least get a striker before he leaves.
But we sold Eddie Nketiah today.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
There's definitely funds. It will be interesting. It will be interesting to see who we get. But back to the game. I didn't post any of my takes because all of my takes last week were wrong. I diss Trossard. I'm sorry. I have to put some respect on your name.
He didn't even want to celebrate.
I'm sorry. You see the man? Sunken eyes.
Oh, yeah.
You see him? It has some stuff in his head, bro. Some stuff in his chest.
Yeah, bro.
He wants to start.
And to be honest, he deserves it.
He does. Every time he comes in, he performs. I was talking shit about Thomas Partey too. I apologize. I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Right.
I'm wrong. I can admit that. I was wrong.
And then you guys, it's official that you guys have got your man now.
Moreno, he signed today. They did the unveiling today. So we're making moves.
Yeah.
We are making moves. It's still early. It's 2 games in, but
I think what you guys should do,
clean sheet again.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is true. But what I think you guys should do is maybe put Martinelli on the bench, put Trossard in, have Trossard play behind the striker, and then maybe put Odegaard at that position where Martinelli is.
I think players need to understand, I'm sure they do to some degree, that the season comes in stages. Arteta down the line might have Trossard in the starting 11.
Just not right now.
Just not right now. We have a long season. We have 4 different tournaments that we're going to be in. Let Martinelli, he has the energy, he has the youth. Let him run out, and then you come in 65th minute, 70th minute, and bust the rest of the game. That seems to be working.
Yeah.
Just know your role. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. Because when he does come in,
he's exceptional.
Yeah.
So I like the formula right now. And if we add more depth to our team, then we'll be able to do more stuff like that.
Okay.
So all in all, go on
Gunners.
Arsenal. Go on Arsenal. Another clean sheet. William Saliba, best centre-back in the world.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Best centre-back in the world. Where he's going next?
I still have to find that footage of you saying it was Rudiger, but
I said Rudiger's the best centre-back in the world?
You did.
You never say that.
I'm telling you.
What are you talking about, bro?
He said it. I'm telling you.
I am an Arsenal fan.
I know you're an Arsenal fan. Bro? Look, I get it, but you.
I said that?
Yes, it was me. It was me, you, and a group, and maybe like 3 other people
on film. Recorded.
On film. I just have to find it, and we were talking about CBs, and then all of y'all were saying Rudiger, and I said, nah, I'm taking Saliba. I was the only person that said Saliba.
You gotta find the tape, bro. Find the tape, because I don't believe that. In my soul, I don't believe that, bro. That's crazy. Crazy business.
I will.
William Saliba.
And I think y'all said Rudiger because he won Champions League. That's why. I think that was
if that's what we're basing off, that sounds like a little more sense. But even then, I don't know if I would agree with that. So we're going to find it. That's an argument.
I will. I'm going to find it.
Bournemouth, Newcastle.
1-1. 1-1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't watch that game. Yeah, I didn't watch it either. I think I said Newcastle will win.
And then
I just don't remember
Wolves and Chelsea. I wasn't going to watch this game because
I watched it. And I watched it because of Juan Felix.
Take the lead then.
Chelsea started off not that great. Mm-hmm. At one point, I really did think Chelsea were going to lose this match.
Now, Wolves are shit.
Bro, I really did. But they scored. Chelsea scored first, I believe. And then didn't Wolves score?
I think when I tuned in, it was 2-2 at halftime.
Right. Okay. So that just shows you first half Wolves were giving Chelsea. Right. But what really changed for Chelsea was when they took off Jackson. They took off.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Once they put Neto in, Felix in.
Nico Jackson at SEN. Is that SEN or John Obi Mikel are beefing?
For what?
Mikel said something about Nicholas Jackson not being a productive striker and that Chelsea needs someone who's more proficient as an attacking player, which is true.
It's just true.
Nicholas Jackson scored with 2 minutes. I think he scored pretty early. And then,
but you never saw him again after that.
Never saw him again after that. But he took to Twitter or whatever social media platform and was just like, yo, pretty much, don't talk about me, don't talk about Chelsea. We're doing the best we can do right now. Pretty much just defending himself and his team, but they weren't happy. So,
But what he's saying isn't a lie though.
no, because what you're saying is as soon as he came out, they started scoring.
Bro, once he came out, oh, can I see their starting lineup, please? Yeah. So it was once
Majuki came in,
right.
and
So
he started balling.
So once Maduki came in, once Mudryk also came off, and they started putting Neto, and they started putting
Pedro Neto.
and they started putting Juan Felix in.
I wish we had Pedro Neto. Instead of Martinelli, Pedro Neto.
Pedro Neto is nice.
Yeah, he's a baller.
He's the one that gave Felix his assist.
Yes, and that was a good finish by
That
Felix.
was a good bro.
It's good to see Felix. It's good to see Felix smiling, because
he wasn't having a great. He didn't have. He had an okay time at Barcelona, but when he was at Atletico, bro, that dude was suffering.
And he looks like one of those players whose confidence takes large hits. You see what I'm saying? He looks like a boy still.
And I'll tell you this though, the way that Atletico play, it doesn't fit his size. Yeah, it doesn't fit his style.
No.
And so him having to come back and defend and then try to beat you on the counterattack,
that's
never
not gonna happen.
It was
never gonna happen.
So him being in Chelsea, bro, he made that late run in while Neto was already attacking the defense. Made a cutback play, boom,
finish.
Bro, and that was when the goals started coming in. Once they started coming in, and then Cole Palmer.
I knew you.
Was it 3 assists?
3 assists and 1 goal.
Yes, so and guess who all the 3 assists
came? GA.
Bro, guess what?
Majuki.
All 3 of his assists.
Yeah. And he had like a hat trick in like 14 minutes.
Bro, Cole Palmer is for real.
There's 2 ways to look at this for me. It's either, and I think I said this in my predictions for the beginning of the season, Chelsea are either going to be dangerous or they're going to be completely shit. And when they have games like this, it's hard not to see on a good day Chelsea not being some of the top teams.
Yeah.
I know it was just Wolves, but it seems like there was a time where Liverpool would only beat teams by scoring more than them. Their defense was shit. But we can score more goals than you, right. And that's what we're going to do.
Right.
And
that's Chelsea.
If Chelsea get a striker, let's say they get Osimhen, or let's say they get Ivan Toney. You see what I'm saying?
Because Ivan Toney is the type play is going to kill teams.
And the Ivan Toney personality to me fits more for Chelsea than it does for Arsenal.
Yeah. That big striker.
He just seems like a bad guy. And that's not because of your betting and all of that stuff you did. You just seem like that type of personality to fit Chelsea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Chelsea or Tottenham. You seem like a dickhead. Excuse my language.
No, I get that.
You know what I mean, though?
I do get that. Because
Arsenal, we have like pretty boys, good guys, Odegaard, finesse, you know.
But Chelsea is just rugged.
You see what I'm saying? Except for Cucurella. But
yeah, that dude. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But Chelsea.
Ball's right beside behind.
So yeah, Chelsea 6-2.
Yeah, I mean they did what they were supposed to do. Let's put it like that.
Right. And
they did what they were supposed to do.
Final game was Sunday. It was a Brentford-Liverpool, which was kind of a boring game.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't watch it, but they won. I believe Liverpool won, right?
Yeah, they won 2-0, clean sheet. Ivan Toney's not playing, so they have Mbeumo and Wissa. I do like those 2 players. But yeah, Brentford, you just don't have enough pieces. Liverpool, I'm telling you, Liverpool are a sleeping giant too.
But to me so far it's looking like it's either Salah or bust. If Salah doesn't have a good game, Liverpool.
Well, Diaz scored.
But he's just too inconsistent for me.
He is.
Like there'll be times where
you want to talk inconsistent. What? The rumor I also heard today was Darwin Núñez to Arsenal.
Don't do it. Don't do it. No,
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Oh, Arsenal, don't do it.
You want to talk about inconsistent?
Don't do it.
Darwin Núñez.
If y'all think Havertz is inconsistent, go ahead and get Núñez. If you think Havertz is inconsistent,
go get Darwin.
You go get Darwin.
We don't want that stress, bro. Our fan base is very fragile. We're just starting to feel good about ourselves, so we don't need that type of turmoil.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. But when he's on his game,
he's a baller. He's a baller.
But when he's not,
it's the worst.
It's the worst feeling, bro.
Stinkers. be missing stinkers. He'll score like a bicycle kick and then miss like a tap in.
You know who else is like that?
Who?
Richarlison. Richarlison is the same exact.
I remember reading that pigeon, bro. Oh, don't talk about that, man. All that guy does is cause frustration and fights. That's all he's good at. Just put him on the field to the.
But when he's balling,
when has he ever balled?
Oh, when he scored some nice goals.
When has he ever balled?
He scored some goals last season.
Let's see.
He scored some goals. I'm not saying he balled.
I'm glad we have technology.
I didn't say he balled, but he had some. No. I say he scored some goals last season. I didn't say he balled, but I'm saying like when he's scoring, he scores goals.
How do I check your stats, brother?
Go check his stats. I think he had because at the end of the season he went on a little run.
Last Premier League, 28 matches, 11 goals, 4 assists. That's balling?
I didn't say he balled, bro. I just said that when he's on form, he's really on form.
What does form look like for Richarlison?
When he starts scoring goals.
Richarlison is not a baller.
I didn't say he was a baller. I just say like when he's in form, he's really in form.
I don't know what Richarlison form looks like. First season, he scored like 3 goals. Last season, he scored
11.
It was 11.
Yeah, that's better than 3. Way better than 3.
What was Darwin Núñez looking like? Because that's who we were comparing him to.
Yeah.
Man like Darwin. I can never trust a brother named Darwin. Wait, how are you from Uruguay?
He's Uruguay. Yeah, he's
named Darwin.
He's Uruguayan.
Darwin?
Yeah.
That's normal? Alright. An Uruguayan named Darwin. Never met one. But yeah, we were comparing Richarlison to Darwin.
Yeah.
And he had Darwin Núñez had 36 games and 11 goals and 8 assists. So in more games, he scored the same amount of goals as Richarlison. I don't want you on Arsenal, bro. Don't even think about it. Go play in Italy or that don't even make sense. How are you that big and only scoring that many goals?
Because
you're 6'2" and 25.
Do you know
what
his problem is though? Me watching Darwin, you know, let me tell you what his problem is.
He thinks he's Luis Suarez.
He thinks he can dribble. And he's not a dribbler.
He's not a dribbler. The ball almost gets stuck on his foot.
Yeah, and then he loses it.
And then he loses it. He looks mad clumsy sometimes.
Yeah, so it's so I think that's if he just stays like if he did what Lewandowski does. Make sure you're inside the penalty area and just be available. He will score more goals.
Right, and if you're 6'2", why are you not using your body to the shield man, turn and bang?
Exactly.
Look how Lukaku did it. Lukaku receives it from
and then leans on the defender
and then he spins and he's gone.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that was a Premier League weekend.
That was a Premier League weekend, which it was interesting, especially with a lot of big goals. Well, not a lot, but there were quite a few high scoring games, which was made it interesting. We
should get into goal of the week.
We should start
add
doing
goal
that.
of the week.
We should start
because the one I would nominate, Cole Palmer. That chip.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That was nice.
That chip.
So
I mean, Partey's goal, even though he did that by accident, it was still a nice goal.
I would put for me it's between Cole Palmer and Trossard because Trossard was first touch of the game. He came in as a sub.
No, he didn't even take a touch.
That's what I'm saying. His first touch of the game was a goal.
Okay. I mean, okay.
So, but that could be a segment we add.
Yeah, we actually that's what we're going to do. We will be adding that to the segment.
And then y'all vote. Let us know what you think.
Yep. Put it in the comments. And we're going to see what it goes. Next, we'll be talking about La Liga. So stay tuned.